Good morning, everybody. If you have got something you're coming out about today and you're wondering, what's in my way? How am I going to be successful with this? And how can I be more mindful during the process? You've come to the right place. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. Always find out more about me over there. But while we're here, we're talking about what you have to come out about today. So while I get these cards in order, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so we can keep track of each other. And if you're watching this on the replay, hi. If you find this message is useful, hit that thumbs up button because it lets me know it's useful, but it also gets it in front of other people who need to hear the message. And if you know someone who needs to hear it, as always, don't forget to share out so they can take advantage of this message as well. It's cold here in Chicago. Wind chills is going to be about -50. Probably going to be the coldest day on record in Chicago, so that's a little, I mean, even just like in the house, there's some chill in the house. I can feel it. So I'm lucky I get to work from home today. I don't have to go out in it. One of the fortunate few who has the ability to work from home. So I'm grateful for that. Obstacle, action, mindfulness. I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot again today. And let's see what we got here. Pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. It's all pentacles. Our biggest challenge is in pentacles. Let's see what all these bodies are doing. First, our obstacle is the 10 of Pentacles. How we're going to get around that? 5 of Pentacles. And our mindfulness, 4 of Pentacles. Coolest thing for me, overarchingly, it's time to do something. So whatever it is, good morning, whatever it is that you wanted to come out about today or you're thinking about coming out about today, today's the day. It's time to do something. No more like inspirational quotes, no more getting ready. It's time. It's time to take some action. Coolest thing about this for me is that not only is it time, but that wheel's about to turn, so things are going to shift and change at the same time. So not only are you on the right path at the right time, and it's time to do this coming out thing, it's going to shift and change the way your world is. And coming out does that anyway, but it's meant to happen now. What's cool for me is that it's standing out that the best time to do that would be in the like dinner time, you know, like somewhere between 4 and 8, depending on when people normally eat. And timing doesn't normally stand out to me, but it is right now. And when it does, I pay attention to it. So interesting that late afternoon into late evening is a time to have the best time for you to come out. So think about it. Maybe that's helpful for you. Biggest challenge in your coming out journey today is actually family and the relationships that we have with our parents. Also not unusual, but I think what's interesting here from my perspective, because it didn't, and it still never, whatever it is I've got to come out about, it still never seems easiest with my dad. But in this instance, I think it's easier with the figure that represents that masculine energy in your family versus the one that represents the feminine energy. And those are definitely fit by gender roles in my family. So that's why I'm like this. My dad hits that masculine side. My mom hits that feminine side. They're not reversed. But so whoever's in that masculine role, it's easier to come out to them than it is to come out to the feminine role. And I think that is really interesting because normally we seem to experience or expect the reverse. So how do you get around that? The 5 of Pentacles. This is one of those you're going to have to agree to disagree. You're going to have to just kind of move on and come back to it later. Doesn't mean that the door is closed. It just means that right now there's going to be no budging. There's going to be no support in that coming out process from that person, that feminine energy person. So there's some work to do there. It's going to be hard for them. It's going to be confusing. They're going to want to shut the door. And that's okay for right now. You have to come back to it later. So how can you be more mindful during the process with this Four of Pentacles staring at this Gollum-like guy who's hoarding his treasure and his gold? It's actually just that kind of action, because what's important to me is the squirrel that's in here. You're basically saving up all of the good stuff. Hang on to the good stuff that's going to get you through anything that feels like negative, upsetting, not what you want to put yourself through, could be triggering, any of those kinds of things. Let those go as well as you can. Hang on to the things that are important, supportive, and full of love. Store those away. Squirrel those away so that you have them for future states. When things get a little rough or feel a little bad, you've still got those moments of love that you can hang on to. All right. I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other, and hit that thumbs up button, because it lets me know that you're finding value in this, and it puts it in front of other people who could use the message as well. And don't forget to share out. Also, we're just coming up on February. If you haven't seen those February star sign readings to tell you what to expect coming up in February, make sure you check out that playlist. Not only can you find that February playlist here on YouTube, but you can find it over on Comingouttarot.com. All right, everybody, have a great Wednesday. If you're in the Midwest, especially if you're in Chicago, stay warm. If you can stay inside, do. Hope you've hunkered down, got yourself some hot tea, and taken care of yourself in your house. All right, everybody, thanks. Have a good Wednesday.